Hello, and welcome back to Podcast with the Celebrities. Today, we will be interviewing a very special soldier named Ajax, who was a fighter in the Trojan War. Hello, Ajax. How are you?
I'm good.
So, let's start this right away. Ajax, how did you deal with your duels against Hector?
So me and Hector actually had a couple of duels, but none of them were that serious because none of us got injured during them, even though it was a duel. The last one was called off because it was night by Zeus and we had to give each other items of peace. So they weren't that hard to deal with because none of them were that serious.
Wow, that's very lucky of you that you didn't get seriously injured. Our next question is, how did Achilles' death affect you and impact you?
It was sad to lose Achilles in the war because me and him weren't best friends, like Patroclus and Achilles, but we were pretty close because we were on the same side fighting against the Trojans. So we obviously talked. And since Achilles was immortal except for his heel, and he was such a great warrior, no one really expected him to die during the war. Because he was a really good weapon for the Greek side, so no one really expected him to die. So it was sad and really unexpected.
Yes, that death was very unexpected. No one saw it coming, and it was so sad for many others. Now our next question is, how did the war have an impact on you overall?
The war impacted me a lot as a person because it impacts everyone because you lose people in the war and you do a lot of fighting, so obviously it impacted me the same as it impacted anyone else really on our side.
Yes, I couldn't even imagine the pain that you've been through. Now, our next question is a sensitive one for you. Why were you so mad that you didn't get Achilles' armor? Because everyone thought that you would, but it was unexpected when you didn't.
So since Achilles died, there was obviously lots of discussion on who would get his armor because it was very protective and just good armor. And me and Odysseus were the ones who were going after it the most. So the kings voted on who would get it since Achilles isn't here to vote. And Odysseus was the better speaker, so the kings voted for Odysseus, which made me very sad and angry because if Achilles was still there while his armor was getting chosen to go to one of me or Odysseus, he would have chosen me since me and him were better friends, and Odysseus and him didn't talk that much. So he would have chosen me, so it made me very angry when they gave it to Odysseus.
Yes, that must have been a very difficult thing for you to hear. My last question is also a sensitive one. Why did you end up going to your own team's camps trying to kill them all?
Yes, so most people wonder what made me so mad that I would go to my own camp on my own side trying to kill people. And it was that I didn't get Achilles' armor because he was my good friend and I thought I really deserved to get his armor. So I went to my camps and I came with my sword trying to find Odysseus or some of the kings that voted for him. And after some fights, I ended up falling onto my own sword and killing myself. And this was very unfortunate because I was meaning to kill other people for what they did to me, but I ended up doing this to myself.
That was a very unfortunate event that most people were very sad about. Well, I'd like to thank you very much for coming on our show, and I hope that you do well in your future.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. It was very fun to be here.
Well, that's it for today, folks. See you next time on Podcasts with the Celebrities.